Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's the Flying Pig here on Flying Pig United. Sorry to keep you waiting there a little while, guys. Basically, I'm streaming in two different places. Had to take my microphone downstairs last night to stream FIFA and brought it upstairs before the show, and it wasn't picking it up on the computer. So that's why we're late, but now hopefully it's working. Can you hear me, guys? Smash a 1 in the live chat if you can hear me. But thank you for getting in here. Taki Ahmed, John O'Connor, Glazers Out, Stefan, Pascal Creamer, Mikhail Kramer, Troy Manser, Nut, No Saj Dunn, Robin, Cass Vandermeer, Naz786, United Tactical Talk, Abjif, Troy, Holy Shit, Must Play, Cindy Collector, Glazers Out, Pascal Creamer, Big Red, Mets Gaming, how the hell are you doing? Artie Chico, Mikhail Kramer, Joe Snow. Diang Sham has just become a member of the channel. Nice one. Diang Sham, thank you so much for becoming a member there, bro. Actually, sorry. It's a highlighted member comment. Member for 2 months. My bad, Diang Sham. Thank you so much for supporting this show for 2 months there, bro. I appreciate you. You're a legend. Let's get a hashtag 2 months in there for Diang Sham right at the start of the show. Everyone, thanks for joining us. We've got lots to get into today. We're going to get into all the latest transfer news, Man United news in general, and cover it all in this video. Hello, Starve, the Glazers. What's going on? Love your name. Hey, Dean Ager, Chizzy, J King, Philip, Dark Knight, Viper, Brian Irvin, Abdullah Irwan, Vincent Bullock, Mark Nurse, Mikhail Kramer, Rush Mano, Butterpants, and everybody else as well. Honestly, thank you so much for all joining us, guys. Do us a favour at the start of the show. Smash that like on it. Don't be starting the show without dropping a like on it, my friends. Hit that thumbs up button. It helps us out. And share it around on the social media channels as well if you want. Give it a retweet. We've got the tweet pinned to the top of the live chat if you want to give that a retweet, my friends. And give us a follow. We'll shout out everyone later on in the show who gives us a cheeky little retweet. 0 Degrees, man. What's going on? Thank you very much for the super chat. 0 Degrees. Yes, mate. Thank you so much for the pig. Thank you very much indeed. How you doing there, 0 Degrees? Hope you're feeling icy, mate, and freezing, if you know what I mean. Thank you very much, 0 Degrees. Everyone, let's get a sue in there for this, man. Thank you very much, my guy. Okay, so we've got plenty to get into. Drop a like, hit the subscribe if you're new, of course. Get yourself involved with the channel. You only need to be subscribed for 0 seconds, and then you can chat. So if you've got something to say in regards to the shithouse Glazers Out or anything else, Casemiro, which we're going to get into in a moment, please do get your thoughts and opinions in throughout. We'll, of course, have a big Q&A at the end of the show as well. Yes, fire up 63.8k subs. Come on, we just hit it, mate. Let's go. Thank you very much, bud. Troy Manser, man, thank you for a super chat, pal. He says, hashtag Glazers Out, hashtag Pig In. Oh, yes, you know it, mate. Well, in all fairness, if I had the resources of Mr. Sir Jim Ratcliffe or someone like that, of course, that's what I'd be doing with my life, my friend, and doing a much better job of those Glazers shithouses as well, no doubt. But unfortunately, this is not my path. Mikey, what's going on? Thank you for the super chat as well. He says, Glazers starting to feel pressure. Keep pressing. Absolutely. Just on this Glazer stuff right now, guys. Now's the time really to push further. Don't buy the merch, cancel the NGTV subscription, etc. Boycott the game on Monday night. I know it sounds extreme. I know a lot of people are still going, like Mr. Vinny B. Fair play to him. He's going to exercise his right to go. That's absolutely fine. But I think that, in this moment in time, you can maybe at least miss the first 17 mins or something. At least do, if you really have to watch the game, then, at least miss the first 17 mins, protest outside the stadium, make it known, say it loud and proud, Glazers Out. And it will be picked up massively by the media. It will have a bigger effect if there's a completely empty stadium, even just for the start of the game, guys. That's what I'm saying. Like, if it's a completely empty stadium, what a message that sends to the shithouse Glazers, that we will unite as a fan base and we will not tolerate this shite anymore, my friends. So I do think that it's important to make some sort of a show like that. But hey, look, each to their own. I understand it. Each to their own. It's one of those. But I personally think, yeah, if you can protest, you absolutely should. Let's get a hashtag empty Old Trafford, hashtag Glazers Out in the live chat, my friends. Hey, Kate Cadet, what's going on, you bloody legend? Thank you for joining us. And Susan Lively Sue, Marco says banners. Exactly right. That's right. That's another great shout as well. Banners in the stadium, Glazers Out, etc. Sir Jim Ratcliffe in. These sorts of banners would be very, very welcome. You're absolutely right about that, my friend. We do want Glazers Out, J King. Absolutely, mate. Yes. Oh, you're going to be there, Rob? MFC, that's brilliant, guys. So, okay, I'll just ask a question to people. Who's just gonna go and carry on and watch the game as normal and not give a shit about the protest? Let us know. Smash a 1 in the live chat, or smash a 2 if you'll be protesting. Just out of interest. Nobody's judging around here, guys. Nobody's judging. just interested to know because, it's obviously Glazers out says 2, Polo G says 2, Joey Evans says 2, Pascal Creamer's going, Marco says 2, Rush Mano says 2. So Rush Mano, you're a bloody legend. So Rush Mano is a season ticket holder for many, many years. And he loves watching United. He absolutely loves watching United. But this is it. It's a time to unite. In my opinion, you don't have to miss the whole game. I personally think it would be very, very symbolic message to send, just the fact that the game starts off in the first half and it's empty. I really do think it would be tremendous. So lots of 2s coming in the live chat. I feel you guys. That's right, guys. Love it. Okay, fine. But nobody's judging anybody around here, my friends. I just think that now's the time to stand up and protest the shithouse Glazers. Don't let the foot off the pedal now, guys, just because there's a hint maybe a team is taking a new owner has taken over this team. That is not really good enough right now. We still got to ensure that these Glazers feel very unwanted at this football club. And just if they do start spending a little bit of money, there's ridiculous PR guff reports coming out that they're having bids rejected from Atletico for 130 mil and going in for Casemiro now and stuff. But that's not enough, guys. I mean, they're probably just, I don't know what they're trying to do, link us to big name players. So it seems like we're, bigger than we actually are right now because we're in the Europa League guff. And so they're trying to squeeze a couple extra million out on a valuation of the football club. So they're trying to sign shitloads of... I don't get it. I don't really get it, but I don't fall for it for 1 second anyway. I know what their antics are. They just want to milk this football club and spend the bare minimum. Fuck the Glazers. We've seen 17 years pattern of gash with them managing the football club, so let's get them out. You're right. You're absolutely right, Griffo. He says you would never get everyone out of their seats. I don't think the little kid from Australia who has saved his money for 3 years for a ticket would want to miss his football travel to the UK. Fair enough, Griffo Chaz, but I'd say his parents are gash houses then, aren't they? If they've planned it to come to bloody England and watch the game at Old Trafford on that particular day when there's a big fucking protest going on empty Old Trafford, then they're dingbats. There you go. You can't fix stupid. That's right, Griffo. No, I'm just joking. Everybody's got their right. You're absolutely right. There will be a lot of tourists who certainly maybe have had plans for things like that for a while and they want to watch the game. I understand it, but how's about just missing the first 17 minutes then and protest? Not a bad shout, is it? Anyway, okay, guys. So, by the way, we're only 7 likes off of 100 likes. Please do us a massive favor, guys. Smash the like if you just joined in the stream and get this sucker to 100 likes. That's right. We need the A team, says Fat Sounds. Good call. Afternoon, Billy. What's going on there? A Burberry says, gonna be honest, I don't care about results or anything. Just want the new owner in. Bin this season and start afresh with a proper owner and backroom team. Like your style, Burber, absolutely. I'm resigned to the fact that this season's going to be a bit of a gash one. I was anyway, really. It's a Ten Hag rebuild season. That's always what it was going to be. I don't think we're ever really expected to win trophies or challenge for the title or anything crazy like that this season. It's always going to be a rebuild. So I've already almost written this season off anyway. And certainly with the Glazers shithouses still here, we're not progressing as a football club. We just got to hope that they sell the football club soon. I mean, it could be a couple of weeks, it could be a couple of months, or it could be a couple of years, sadly. But certainly the Glazers need to leave this football club before we can start to progress and kick on as a team and actually, enjoy the state of the football club again. Because right now we know we're much lower than we should be. Europa League is an absolute dross mess for Man United. That's not good enough for a club like Man United. And we should be tussling that up there with the top teams. And what's so frustrating about the whole Man United situation not being a top team is that we've got the revenue, we've got the fan base, we've got everything really we need to be a top team. It's just that the owners shackle us. If we didn't have debt money, if we weren't servicing debts, if we weren't taking out dividends, if we weren't milking this football club by the owners, then this football club would be a self-sustaining beast. I keep saying that because I think it's true. I think this football club with the fan base and the commercial revenue we have, there's an absolute fortune that's made every single year by United, just putting that back into the football club, or most of that back into the football club, without having to pay shitty debts and interests and guff dividends and all this sorts of stuff when we don't deserve it. We're not having a good season. I'd say it just makes sense to fucking get these toss pots out, and then we can actually just generate our own success, because this is a great football club with a massive support. So it's as simple as that, really. This football club will be just fine without those toss pots in there. Okay, hang on a second. I've accidentally clicked something. Let's get into the transfer news thing, guys. Let's get into the transfer news, right? First of all, though, Rob MUFC Super Chat, man, thank you very much, Rob Lad. He says, Glazers out, send them to Mars FIFA tonight, Piggo. I've got challenges for you. Oh, thank you, Rob. Yeah, I am doing FIFA tonight, bro. We'll be back on about 11-ish. Please tune in for that one later. Rob Lad, thank you so much. Also, I ordered an Ethernet cable and it's arrived. So get in there, my son. Amazon same day, pretty decent. Rob, thank you so much, mate, for your super chat. Let's get a Sue in there. Send them to Mars. Well, if Elon Musk doesn't want to buy the football club, maybe Sir Jim Ratcliffe can get on the blower to Elon and arrange a one-way ticket for Slabo to Mars. That would be the best thing ever, wouldn't it? He can be the captain of Mars football team and play zero-gravity football. In all fairness, for zero-gravity football, Slabby'd probably be pretty good. I mean, bouncing around like fucking 0.3 G gravity on the moon or something out there, this twat. Ah, you Buzz Aldrin in disguise. I don't know, but Slabby Maguire definitely needs to piss off. Hey, what's going on there, Xavi El Moco? What's your thoughts on FC Barcelona? They're a disgusting club and a bunch of shithouses there, Xavi. Sorry, are you a Barca fan? Good idea, Griffo Chaz. I like your style. Hey there, Lynette Giggs and Jack Attack. Matt Gwinnett with a £5 super chat. Thank you, Matty Gwinnett, lad. Let's get another Sue in there for this man. He says, Piggy, missing the first 17 minutes should be easy. The last 80 minutes of the Brentford game was a hard watch. At least the players make it easy to miss, says Matty Gwinnett. Dude, I spot on agree with you, actually, Matt Gwinnett. It's only 70 minutes. It's more about making the statement at the start. It doesn't even have to be, I mean, some people might want to boycott the whole game. Some people might want to boycott a whole half. But I think just the start of it, 17 minutes, if you boycott the first opening part of the game and the game kicks off and there's no home support, I mean, goodness me, what a message that sends. And I think it would be covered by the media worldwide, in all fairness. So it's absolutely important that I think symbolically it looks like there's no bastard in there. So go in on the 17th minute if you have to go and watch the game, guys. That's my advice. Lagging. We're lagging, are we? What? No way. What's that all about, folks? Nightmare. Are we okay, guys? Let's know if we're okay. That's not good. Smash a 1 in the live chat if we're still coming through loud and clear, guys. Smash a 2 if we're not. Sorry about that, folks. You might have to give it a refresh. What's that all about? Don't know. That's not good, though. Right. Okay, so, thank you, Rushmana. Okay, we're all good. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you letting me know, though, folks, and keeping me up to date. Hopefully it doesn't do that again. Okay, now, thank you, Mikhail Kramer. Appreciate you, my man. You're good. Thank you, Rob. Okay, so let's get into the transfer news anyway, guys. I've got plenty to discuss and get into here. It's a very frustrating transfer window. The De Jong deal, that's pretty much dead, it seems, but we don't know. I mean, I guess we could go back in and try and convince Barca to sell him to us before the end of the window and do a deal there. It's possible, but at the moment, it does look like Casemiro is the target and focus for Manchester United. In the midfield, and I'm happy about it. In all fairness, this guy's a tough player. He's a proper competitive player. Bit of a bastard. He's a great ball player, great defensive midfielder, and he will protect our gash-back line. And he's been there, experienced. I really rate this. I rate the signing, guys. The only thing I don't necessarily like is his age, but he's 30. He's getting on a little bit, I suppose, but he's still in his prime years, just about. So as a midfielder, as a defensive midfielder, somebody's going to sit there and just knock the ball around. He could probably do a great job for Man United for few seasons. So I'm not worried about his age. But this is from David Ornstein earlier on today via The Athletic. He says that Casemiro is now the focus for Man United. We're advancing with Real Madrid for the 30-year-old. Salary offer amongst the highest earners. So there are reports that Man United have offered him somewhere in the region of €350,000 a week, which, just around about £300,000 a week. I mean, okay, yeah, Paul Pogba was on that, so it doesn't really bother me. It is big money, but it doesn't really bother me. Paul Pogba was on that, and he was shite. Casamiro's got class and pedigree about him and just a super proven track record. Hopefully he's not just coming for a payday, but I would be happy to pay £300,000 a week to Casemiro, in all fairness, right now, because we're fucking desperate for a top quality player, man. And this guy is most definitely a top quality player. Who's got several seasons still left to give at the top. So if he wants to come, if he's stupid enough to come to Manchester United, then let's fucking get him. Okay, he'll get a big money increase. Seems Real Madrid, for whatever reason, been stitching up Casemiro over the years. I think he's on about 220 a week there. I heard some reports in terms of euros, which seemed quite low for a player like that. So no wonder if he's got an offer on the table from Man United for £300,000 a week that he's prepared to listen to it, because look, it's more money, and he's been at Real Madrid, and there's an understanding that he does actually want a new challenge. He's interested in perhaps getting another opportunity at a different football club. He's been at Real Madrid for a long time. He's won a heck of a lot of things. But David Ornstein goes on to say, if he signs De Jong, even less realistic, obviously that makes sense, because if we're spending, 60 million euros on this guy, then it does seem to be quite unrealistic. We'd then go and complete the deal for 80 or 90 million euros for De Jong, but you never know. That would be proper investment from the club, which I don't see us doing. Anthony apparently back on the radar, but long shot. Man United also a right back and number 2 goalkeeper. Talks of Munir, talks of Begovic. So there are still some reports. A Ronaldo future still uncertain. A bit of a summary there from David Ornstein. And Fabrizio just gave us an update before the start of this show that says Casemiro will have a conversation with Carlo Ancelotti in the next hours to discuss his future, as Manchester United contract proposal received yesterday is tempting him. Man United received 0 new signals on Frankie de Jong's side in the last month. Nothing's changed. So Man United must be growing ever increasingly frustrated with the de Jong saga, which is why it seems we're now turning our attentions to Casemiro. Perhaps we started looking at Casemiro as an alternative to Rabiot, because Rabiot, him and his mum wanting too much money, and it just didn't become a feasible proposition for us for a squad player to be paying a couple £100,000 a week to. Doesn't add up. If you're going to pay that sort of money, you might as well get some proper top quality players. And in terms of quality, Casamiro's head and shoulders above. Rabiot's had a lot of success in his career in the Mickey Mouse French League and stuff, but Casamiro's been doing it at Real, to the highest of standards, winning Champions League, 5 Champions League trophies, etc. So I don't think we have to worry about his pedigree. Raphael Varane came to Manchester United. I don't think he's just come for a payday. He's come, he's tried. I know he's been injured and I know the team's been shit, but it's not like he's just not asked. It's not like he's come and been an Alexis Sanchez. So I still think that Casemiro could be coming to Manchester United for a new challenge and, of course, to get more money. But I just hope that he's committed and wants to play for Manchester United. So we do have, a suggestion that he will be made one of the top earners in the league. So it's David Ornstein says it's thought that Casemiro has given positive indications of his desire to join United, who are willing to make the 30-year-old one of their top earners. So we know Ronaldo's obviously on $500,000. Bruno Fernandes is on like 250, isn't he? Jadon's reported on 350. If that's legit, that's crazy. And so he would be, De Gea's on 350. He would be in line with some of the top earners in the football club. That's absolutely fine with me, folks. Let's ask the live chat. How much do you think Casemiro's worth weekly for Manchester United in pounds? Just love to know your thoughts on this regularly, folks. I think, £300,000 a week's the limit. I wouldn't want to pay more than that. But 250 to 300, and I'd pay 300,000 for a guy like this because we're desperate for him, in all fairness. 300k says Glazers out. Pig United want Casemiro deal by Saturday. That'd be amazing, Andy Young. Let's see. Thank you, Cindy Collectors. Watch Piggy from early days. Glad he still interacts with the chatters. Keeps it real. Don't ever change. Thank you, Cindy. We won't ever change. It might get slightly more difficult to read everyone's out, but we will definitely still be getting everybody involved. It's a community vibe around here. It's a community channel. So I thank you very much, Cindy, for that. Cosmic says 450. Woody says 250. Polo says 300. Wellesley says 300. Butterpants says 300. Thank you, Nilesh Chitroda, for subscribing. Portmore says 450. So you pay 450 grand a week to Casemiro. You're mental, man. But no, look, it's big money. I mean, it's big money whichever way you look at it. First season 250. Griffo Chas's opinions aside, it's factually a panic signing. There is an element of that to it, but I mean, it's the right type of panic signing, if you ask me, because it should make us significantly better anyway. But I feel you. We're only buying this guy because it looks like the De Jong deal is falling down, which we've been working on for months. And obviously we tried to get Rabiot in on the cheap. That's failed because he's asking for too much. So yeah, in a way we're just like, oh shit, we better get somebody. And now we're panicking because we've had an awful start to the season. And Scotty McScottbag's been absolutely fucking awful in there. And Fred's been guff. And it's just not looking very convincing. And we need some protection in there for the defensive midfield. So yeah, it is a bit of a panic buy. You can't get away from that. And also just to pay a big amount of money, like potentially 60 million euros for a player who is 30, nearly 31. It is quite a lot of money, which you're never going to see back again. It's going to be another Nemanja Matic situation where in a few years' time, he just leaves on a free, obviously. It's not like you're going to see a return on this investment in any sort of way. But we do have a report here from Samuel Luckhurst that says that Man United are advancing with a possible €60 million move for Casemiro, given we've all seen this move before. Would be remarkable if they did actually sign him. Yeah, I mean, look, we have been linked with many different players this summer, and we've seemed incapable of getting deals done. I would imagine we've got a slightly better relationship with Real Madrid than we do Barcelona anyway, just because we have sold them some notable players in the past, people like Cristiano, people like Beckham. I know we're going far back a little bit there, but still, whereas, you know, with Barcelona, I think in recent times, especially with this De Jong saga, obviously tensions are fraught, and I don't think we're very much a fan of Barcelona as a fan base or as a club right now. So, but Real Madrid, maybe if they're prepared to cash in, which it sounds like they'd be getting a good old offer for Casemiro, this is their last real chance to sell him for £50 million, €60 million. This is their last real chance to do that. Now, they could be interested in keeping him. If I was Carlo Ancelotti, I'd still look at that and go, well, okay, but we're going to be weaker this season, so why would we want to do that? Let's keep the guy. He's a huge player for me. But they, you know, if they were going in a different direction, signing replacements for the future, if they've done as well, then it does seem like maybe Casemiro would be surplus to requirements. They still got a couple of old midfielders and heads around there. So, I don't know. I mean, if I was Ancelotti, I'd keep him, honestly. I really would. I don't think I would sell him, unless it was a really silly offer like €70 million for a nearly 31-year-old. But he seems to me, as a manager, you wouldn't want to get rid of somebody like that who's just so good and so proven. But look, if the guy wants to leave and wants a new challenge, similar to Varane, are you going to step in his way? He can earn more money. If he wants to leave and he says, hey, Carlo, I want to leave, boss, and get more money at United and, you know, a new challenge, then he's not going to step in his way, I don't think. So, yeah, it's feasible, this one, guys. It's picking up steam. It's progressing. It's not done or anything. It's still, I guess, a possibility that this could fall down. We've got to understand that there's going to be a meeting today for Fabrizio reporting that Casemiro will have a conversation with Carlo Ancelotti in the next few hours to discuss his future, as Manchester United contract proposal received yesterday is tempting him. So Man United submitted a contract proposal, which is reported to be somewhere in the region of double what he's getting at Real Madrid. Maybe not as much as that, but certainly significantly more. So depends which report you read, but some reports saying, yeah, €357,000 a week or somewhere around about there, aka €18 million a season. In order to play for Manchester United. It seems a very attractive proposition by us. And let's face it, if he's getting paid a lot less at Real Madrid, it does make sense from a financial point of view and to go to a new challenge to move. So, hey, Zolfi, thank you very much for your super chat here. Zolfi getting in here raw. Let's get a sue in there for Zolfi. Thank you very much, bro. He says, Casemiro is a leader, a fighter. We need him in the middle of the park. Rashid/Sancho/Bruno is getting paid the wage no other club would pay. Totally agree with you, man. Yeah, and you can actually say the same about nearly all of our players, actually. Nearly all of them. Most of the players at our football club are actually getting wages that they wouldn't receive at any other football club, I'm pretty sure. Sancho, he's not getting that money elsewhere, I don't think. Rashford, 200 grand a week. Are you mental? Maguire, 180k. Are you freaking serious? Phil Jones is on bloody near six figures. It's just crazy the amounts of wages that players are on. So yeah, you're right, Sophie. And I agree with what you said about Casemiro. We need something like that. Bit of a bastard, bit of a fighter, proper winner, nitty gritty, prepared to do the dirty work, but also skilled and quality and great leadership as well. Like, we're crying out for people who've got a bit of a winner's mentality about them, a bit of bollocks about them instead of a bunch of little shriveled up melts, which we have right now. Gungshi, you bloody legend, how the devil are you doing today? Thank you very much for getting in here raw, sir. Yeah, Michelle Ellis, how are you today? Says all the names floating around are the Glazers trying to stop the fan base from protest. Maybe so, or maybe even trying to, like, I don't know, increase the value of the club a tiny little bit, maybe. Just by getting us out, you know, stock prices going up a little bit with links of new owners and things like that. It all culminates with, them trying to make a bit more money and squeeze as much out of this sale as they can get by the looks of it. Nut, what's going on, bud? Thank you for the super chat here, getting in here with a 50 knock. All the way from Norway, my son. Thank you so much for getting in here, bro. He says the end is nigh. So is 64k subscribers. Have you been promoting the channel on your OnlyFans account? No, I'd like to keep that separate. But Nut, thank you so much, man, for the super chat. 64k, we're nearly there, dude. So yeah, I mean, look, if you guys are new to this channel, it's your first time here, do us a big favor. You can do a big favor by doing two things. Hit the subscribe button if you're new. Get yourself involved and have your say. Secondly, smash that like button. We've got 150 likes. Let's get this sucker to 200 likes. We've got 412 people watching. We can do better than that. Bacon Brigade, assemble! And smash the like on it and give us a boost up the algorithm. Help us compete with those clickbaiters and corporation wank chopsers. So please do that. And also, yeah, get yourself involved, guys. There's a community vibe around here. Thank you so much, Nut. We're on our way to 64K. You're right, man. Top of the morning, Max Martinez. What's happening, bro? Okay, so few things I want to discuss about Casemiro very, very quickly. You know, and let you know. But Jay Burt from The Telegraph is reporting that while Casemiro was not an original target for Erik ten Hag, it is believed he will help solve Man United's problems in midfield. The Dutchman has been shocked by United's performances and has prioritised the signing of a defensive midfielder, number 6. This is from Jay Burt from The Telegraph, right? So, I mean, that's just basically backing up what Griffo Chaz was saying there. And I agree entirely that he is, obviously, he's a late panic buy, really. We're struggling to get De Jong. We've tried to get another player as well in Rabiot. There's not that many top players out there. It seems like we can go and buy a 30-year-old who's class and pay good money for him. And we might better convince Real, because it's just at that sort of point of no return for them where they won't see money like this again for Casemiro. So you know what? It is a panic buy. But I think it's got the potential to be a great panic buy because I just think he's such a good player. We need somebody. We do need a proper number 6 to just sit in front of the back line and ping balls around and just not be an absolute erratic melt. This guy's a class act. So I'm going to ask the live chat very quickly. If we were to sign Casemiro for 60 million euros, let's say around about 50 million pounds, but 60 million euros, which is reported far and wide at the moment. I mean, it may be less, it may be more, but if Manchester United table an offer, there'll be some negotiations, but let's just say it's 60 million euros. How do you rate the signing of Casemiro out of 10? Let's ask the live chat, guys. Get your thoughts and opinions in. How do you rate the signing out of 10 for Casemiro for 60 million euros right now? Let us know. Let us know your thoughts. 9 says Nikolai Lundqvist, 10 says Matt Gwinner, 7 says Joey and Vincent, Billy says 6.5. For God's sake, do it. 8 or 9 says Jackson. 8 says Suno Power, Michelle, Nas, and J King. 10 says Blaze Tricks and Butter Pants. 8 says Jack Attack. 3 says RJ. Horace says 7. Sativa says 7. Polo says 9. Wellesley says 8. J King and Susan say 7. No Such says 6. Kane says 7. Robert says 9. W says 4. Okay. Right, guys. 7 only because he's 30. I agree entirely with you, Rushmano. That's about what I was just basically going to say. So it's all positive signings. The reason it's all a positive signing for him is because he's such a great player. However, there's 2 factors which mean that I don't think this is a perfect signing. There's 3 things, in fact, which drop in 3 points for me down to a 7. The first thing is that, well, he is effectively coming to a lesser competitive club at the moment to get more money. You know, that's always a bit of a red flag for me. Just if somebody's coming just for the money, what's the reason for coming to United right now? It's not the best place to play your football right now based on how we're doing. And the Europa League guff, it's not the Champions League. So, okay, he might want a new challenge, but that does concern me a little bit. So that's one red flag. Secondly, his age. He's getting on a little bit. I still think he's got a great few seasons at the very top, but he is getting on a little bit. And then the price tag, 60 million euros. That's a huge amount of money for anybody, certainly a 30-year-old. But other than that, it's a fantastic signing. Those are the only negatives of the signing, I think. He's absolutely brilliant in every way and would sort our midfield woes out and be a great number 6 for us. So, yeah, Casemiro would be excellent, folks. 7 says Lucky Singh and Brian Irvin and Robbie the Picked. Jim says, okay, point there, good one, Pig. That's valid. Yeah, so those 3 things reduce the overall vibe for me a little bit of a vibe, because there is that slight concern. We've got another Falcao or another Gastastic Alexis Sanchez type situation, or some Di Maria Melt situation, or something like that, where you've just got some mercenary twat coming in for big money. They don't really care. I'm not suggesting that's the case for him, but it does concern me when he's taken a step down in competition to come and play for more money. But there you go. But hopefully he'll be excellent. Yep, you're right, Rushmano. Casemiro is quality without doubt. Cindy says he don't look like the type of player who would down to us. Exactly. I totally agree with you, Cindy Collector. Couldn't agree more with you. But in all fairness, I didn't think the same about Alexis Sanchez. Did you? Honestly, when we signed Alexis Sanchez when he was at Arsenal, I thought, oh, what a signing, guys, because this guy is a match winner for them, and he's the only one who's bloody working their socks off over there at Arsenal. He didn't look like he was the type of player, I don't think, to just give up. But he did. He just bottled it at United and didn't give a toss. So, I don't know, it's maybe not as clear-cut as that, but I feel what you're saying, though. Has to be a 3-year contract, not 5 years. Yeah, Flex Phoenix, I'm with you there, bud. You know Man United will end up giving him a 4-year contract, though, just so you know. So we should give him a 3-year contract, but Man United, being the absolute melts that we are, will probably give him a 4-year contract, and we'll be paying a 34-year-old 300 grand a week. I bet you. 4 years, guys. What do you think? How long do you think the contract will be then, guys? Let's have a little vote on that one. It's an interesting one. Crazy Joe Devola. Thank you very much, Crazy Joe, for getting in here, man. And super chatted, my man. Get in there. Thank you for your £1 super chat, you absolute legend. Let's get a Sue in there. 8 says Marky Nurse. 3+1 says Gerard. Sir Paul Scholes, he says years. 2 years says Joey. 3 says Astomanic. 9 years says Chris. 3-year option 1 says Cindy. He's not coming, they've got no money, says Sim. 4 years at 400k a week. Oh, Rush Mono, that would be disgusting, wouldn't it? Oh, surely they can't be paying this guy anywhere near that. But reports are varying, obviously. We know that Man United have submitted an offer. Fabrizio Romano has confirmed that, as you can see there, that United contract proposal received yesterday is tempting him. So we understand it's a very good offer indeed, and Man United would be prepared to make him one of our top earners, which would be absolutely fine by me, because he's a great player. And reports that Casemiro spoken United, an offer will be good, and that's coming. So an offer still needs to be tabled by Manchester United, an official offer, of course, but there is a lot of reports to say that, look, it's coming. It's around about expected to be €60 million move for Casemiro, and of course there's advancements in discussions, and they will be ready to table a bid soon. So this deal actually is not like the De Jong deal at all, where it's so much of a long drawn out process. I believe Real Madrid don't owe Casemiro anything, guys. I think they paid him up. I think they pay their players there. I mean, I don't actually know, but I'm pretty sure they don't owe him anything. I haven't heard anything about that. So at least they're setting up their debts with their players and paying their players' wages. But Casemiro could be done pretty quickly. It's not like the De Jong situation where it's so long and drawn out and Barca are shit to deal with. Real Madrid could sell this guy pretty sharpish if Ancelotti decides that, yes, we're going in a different direction and we can cash in, and there's €60 million available for this aging guy, and he wants a new challenge anyway, and he's tempted by the contract offer. It's more money than we're prepared to give him, so we're going to let him go. I can see a reality where this happens pretty quickly, folks. I mean, I'm not getting too carried away. You know, we don't like to say anything's done or get too carried away on this channel until it's really progressing. But it's looking more likely than not at the moment, because all the reports say that Casemiro is up for a new challenge. He's tempted by the big offer, the big money offer that Man United have tabled, which is significantly more that he's getting at Madrid. The money for Madrid is very, very tempting for a player like that. There's the last chance to get a big money move for this player. So there's all lots of boxes ticked here that lead to Man United signing Casemiro. That's what I think. But let's just ask the live chat, guys. Do you think Man United will pull off this Casemiro signing? Yes or no? That's all I'm asking from you guys. Will we get him? Yes or no? Thank you, Mikhail Kramer. He says, hit the like button for the pig. Thank you, Mikhail. Could help Fred. Well, maybe not, says Scott Berg. Well, he hopefully be coming in to take Fred's spot. But then again, Fred sometimes will be playing in the squad, and Casemiro will be playing the 6. So Fred will be playing in front of him, which benefits Fred, I think. I think Fred is not a 6. He's somebody that should be box to box getting forward. No, says Support Goals. Yes, says Yasin and Jack and Blaze and Rob. No, says Welsh Hunter and Duncan Bleefer, and Sean Jones says not a chance. Gunshire Lee McCann say yes. Yes, because we're paying so much. Exactly, Fire Up. It's a big tempting offer for them, isn't it? Yes, says Robert and Jackson Lucas. No, says Philip. Yes, says Dublin Games and Golden Merlin. No, says Joey Evans, Sativa, Sean Jones. Hey, nice one, J King. 210 likes. Get in there. Yes, Casimiro's great, says Jimmy Watkins. Yes, says O'Busy. Yes, says Scott Berg and Master Yoda. Yeah, nice one. No chances, actually. Okay, well, look, it's a bit split, but I do think that it's probably more likely to happen than not, because Man United are so desperate. This is a panic buy. It may be a good panic buy, but it is a panic buy, and therefore that's why we're prepared to spend such a huge amount, both in terms of wages to tempt the guy, and also both in terms of transfer fee to tempt the club. Like, it's a huge amount of money that Man United are prepared to spend to bring this guy in, but rightfully so. And also, if the De Jong deal is dead in the water, well, it's actually no more money than we were going to spend anyway. It's less money than we were going to spend, because De Jong would have, he would have commanded astronomical wages, and also the signing on fee for him and his agent, and also the amount of money that you have to spend for the transfer fee to Barcelona. It's more money than Casemiro anyway. Now, I get he's 5 years younger, and so therefore you've got a lot more time, but Look, I mean, Casemiro is, in my opinion, better for what we need right now. A proper number 6, sit in front of the back line, competitive, bit nasty, bit of a fighter type player. I think this is fantastic. That's what I want. So, I mean, I think he is a better sort of signing, apart from the fact that he's almost as much money and he's getting on a little bit in terms of his age. But actually, for the quality of the player and what he's won in his career and the pedigree that he brings, brilliant. And a cheeky little reunion with the likes of Varane would be absolutely fantastic, wouldn't it? I mean, I'm sure that's also a tempted thing. We got Cristiano Ronaldo there. Varane is rocking it in there. Couple of ex-Real Madrid dudes right there. So it just, I don't know, I mean, that spine sounds pretty good to me. A spine of Real Madrid, of Casemiro, Varane, and Ronaldo does sound like a pretty awesome spine. We've gone from being an arthritic bloody camel with a couple of dodgy humps at the back there with Slabo Maguire and fucking McTominay in there, etc., as a really gash spine, to having like a really good spine. That could potentially be a game changer for us. So, yeah, I'm all for it, guys. Casemiro, £60 million transfer. Thank you very much indeed. And in regards to how long this one could take, probably won't take as long as a lot of the other transfers because, well, it's a good offer for everybody all round. Casemiro stands to make a fortune. Real stand to make a fortune. We stand to get a really good player, which we're desperate for. I think it's going to happen, guys. Anyway, okay, but Casemiro and Ancelotti will have to make the decisions by tomorrow. This is reported by Diario AS that before announcing the squad list for the Celta match. So there is some reports to say that this could get done pretty quickly as well. Other reports, which I take with a pinch of salt, claim that Man United want to get this business done before the Liverpool game so he can play. I mean, I can't see it getting done that quickly, guys. I mean, it's Thursday now. We're playing them on Monday, so I can't see it getting done that quickly. But some reports are saying that. Probably bullshit in all fairness. Like, how is that feasibly possible? I suppose if today we agreed a transfer fee with them, and then, we've got the negotiations of the contract already handed over and he accepts. Technically, he could fly in, complete a medical, paperwork, and I guess he could be a Man United player over the weekend. But playing for Man United against Liverpool, I don't see it, folks. I don't see it. When is the deadline to fire up? It's the 31st, isn't it? End of the month. Better option than Mommy's boy Rabiot, says Mikato. Spot on, Mikato. 100% agree, yeah. Mommy's boy. Oh, man. You agree, get Modric 600k a week, says Scott Berg. Jack Attack says, look on Twitter. What do you mean, pal? Why are we paying so much money for players? It has never worked out before, says Merciless. No, I think this guy's worth it just. If they're talking about 70 million... then no, but 60 million euros, aka 50 million pounds, for a top quality player for 3 seasons, you're going to get him for 3 or 4 seasons, maybe. It's okay for me. You're paying the top end money. But if you want quality players, you do have to pay quality players' prices. And this guy is also a Champions League standard player. He's not somebody that I don't think you can really guarantee wants to come to United, other than the fact it's a new challenge and he's coming for money. So it's going to cost you a bit of money to bring him in, but it's a great player. It's a great player. I mean, what a fantastic player. It's what we need. We talked about the last few seasons about needing a top-class DM, and this is what we need. This is not some, commercial signing just to open up a market in Uruguay or wherever, or do whatever. This is an actual signing that will benefit the midfield right now and should sort us out for a good few seasons. And that is what we need, guys. So I'm happy with it. Solskjaer was crying out for a player like this several seasons ago. Didn't get one. And everybody pretty much before and after has been as well. So, hey, Fat Chinese Gaming, what's going on? He says, hope you're doing well. Thank you, FCG. I hope you're having a good day as well, bud. Thanks for joining. Jack says, we're going to turn this around with Casemiro. Top 4 is possible. Well, I know it sounds silly, but just with a few additions, the right additions, top quality players who are committed and competitors and just really determined type characters, I think that's one of the biggest things we're missing is a bit of character. Never mind technical ability, which we are missing in a lot of areas, but character, a bit of belief, a bit of fight, a bit of nastiness. We need a bit of that. So, yeah, I think that you're absolutely right. It would be nice to get this guy in. Gungshi, thank you so much for getting in here with your super chat, my man. Let's go. Everyone, let's get a Sue in there. Pig, apparently there was a call for you to unite with the football terrorists, the Glazers, on one of their recent streams, according to Treble Lords, aka Fergie's son. Gungshi, yes, there was. I saw it, actually, yeah, and I've commented on the YouTube video, so I've responded. I mean, look, I'll do what I can to help out with the Glazers out, guys. If there's a coming together of United YouTubers to discuss this the Glazers out situation, then I'll get involved, folks. I'll get involved, you know. My platform's pretty small, but if they want me to get involved, I'll get involved, guys. You know, fuck the Glazers. Anything I can do to help spread the word of Glazers out, I will try and do, guys. So, yeah, nice one. Gungshi, top man, thank you so much for the super chat. Let's get a sue in there for Gungshi. Absolute legend. I appreciate it, my man. Get in there. Okay, we're on our way to 250 likes, by the way, guys. Please do smash the like on the video. Get us to 250 likes if you haven't done, and get yourself in there raw, my friends. Okay, just a couple more little pieces coming in from Rushmano here. So there is a growing confidence that the Casemiro deal can happen. Reported by James Robson there. Also, El Chingarito TV in Spain are reporting that Casemiro has decided to join Manchester United. So let me just get that up on the screen for you guys here. Just a new tweet from United Report here that suggests that he's chosen to... Look at this. So El Chingarito TV via Marcos Benito reports that Casemiro has decided to join Manchester United. So take it with a pinch of salt, guys, but... for the amount of money that United are potentially offering, he would be kind of foolish to turn down a big payday like that. But also not foolish in another way, because he's literally staring at a team that's capable of winning Champions League trophies and stuff where he's won 5. I still don't know what's going through this guy's mind, but I guess he's just bored and he wants to change. Fair play to him, you know. He's bored and he wants to change. He's done there. He's worn the T-shirt there at Real Madrid. He's won the trophies. And what's he got more to do there, really? Fire Up says, let's go. Fire Up, thank you so much for getting in here raw, my friend. Absolutely. So Casemiro reportedly interested in joining United there, which would be great for us, I think, as a football club to get a player like that in. If they could announce something like that in the next few days, what a massive boost it would be to the football club, just to the team, the fan base. Look, we don't give a shit about the Glazers shithouses. We want them out, and we'll not stop singing that just because they signed Casemiro. That's got nothing to do with it. But just to help us this season for what we actually need, for what Ten Hag needs for a successful rebuild this season to try and change the fortunes of this club, we do need some big players, some quality players, and the right sort of competitive players. So I'm all for Casemiro, guys. I'm big time in on this one. Let's get him. I think it'll be a stunning signing. And can't really fault it in any way apart from there's a concern that he's just coming for a payday. But anyway, let's cover the rest of the Casemiro stuff, and then we're going to get into some of the other news we've got as well. We've got plenty more news to get into. But Real Madrid believe that Casemiro will shortly transfer the offer. They'll shortly receive a transfer offer, and they'll follow up with Manchester United. Specific proposal to close the signing of the midfielder. So that is reported by J. Felix Diaz in Spain. So there's so many different reports coming out now that United are advancing in these talks with Real Madrid for the signing of Casemiro. So this is fantastic. David Ornstein, this is via transfers_UTD as well. My man Rushmano says talks are advancing between clubs for Casemiro, and it would be unlikely for United to dedicate so much time to a move if they did not think it was achievable. So I think that's fair and true as well. We're going in for this guy now. It looks like we're seriously trying to bring him in, and I don't think we would be doing this and exploring this option again publicly like this because of what's happened with De Jong, unless there was a serious understanding that we can get this job done. So that's fantastic. Right, okay, guys, I'm just going to very quickly, before we get into the rest of the news, I'm just very quickly going to get into on my Twitter and just give a shout out to everyone who's retweeted us. We're at the top of the live chat, by the way, folks, on the Twitter. Give us a retweet, helps us out, spread the word. Follow us on Twitter as well at Flying Pig United. It's pinned at the top of the live chat. Anybody who gives it a retweet, if I'm not following you, I'll give you a cheeky follow back. It helps get us out there and spread the word. So I want to say thank you to the 14 legends that have retweeted this show on Twitter. Transfers_UTD. Ads, thank you, Ads. Thugger 007, Audio Mark, Matty Gwinnett, Jessica Ellis, Aaron Homeyard, Susan Hubley, Boom FC, Mr. Sims, Edward McAllister. I'm going to give you a follow back as well there, Edward McAllister, nice one. DC84, Vincent Bullock, and Kane. Honestly, thank you everyone for helping spread the word. Please do give it a retweet and get yourself following us up on Twitter, guys, or Instagram, Facebook, all that sort of stuff too. Cheers, dudes. Right then. Okay, we've got other news to get into. So Casamiro's looking, positive, it's progressing. Never say anything's done just yet because we know how teams seem to take advantage of Manchester United. We know that Real Madrid may just turn around and say, hey, yeah, we will sell Casemiro to you for 90 million euros and stuff like that. We don't know. I mean, it's understood that United are progressing and we're expected to offer around about 60 million euros. We can all live with that. But if Real Madrid want to play silly buggers, then we don't really want to play silly buggers. So there's still a chance that it could be a failed deal. However, at the moment, it's looking positive, and Real might look to cash in. 60 million is an amazing offer, really, for somebody of his age, and they can cash in now. So they will be tempted by that. Casemiro certainly tempted by the transfer, by the wages offer, and the deal that's on the table in terms of signing on fee, etc. It must be attractive because there are lots of reports coming out that suggest that he would be very happy to join Manchester United for that sort of money. So it's looking good, guys. Casemiro decided to join Man United, reported by El Chingarito TV. Let's wait and see what happens, guys, but it's looking good. He would be one of the top earners at Manchester United. Right, let's just talk about Cristiano Ronaldo for a second, because Cristiano Ronaldo is still linked with a move away. He's basically come out and said that all shall be revealed in a couple of weeks, basically, and, not to believe anything you hear in the media, essentially. So Cristiano Ronaldo, still a chance that, well, we don't really know what's going on. I still think that it's all true that George Mendes looking for all clubs in the background because, well, let's face it, he wasn't here to begin with at the start of the pre-season. He was away. Okay, family issues may be the reason. I understand that. But essentially, George Mendes has been talking to other football clubs. We know that there's been clubs being discussing Cristiano Ronaldo because of like owners or talisman or managers coming out and saying and distancing themselves from the deal. So because of that, yeah, pretty sure that it was true that he wants to leave the football club. You never know, but in regards to where he could go, so Borussia Dortmund emerged as another possible target for him. But there's a report here from Bild now in Germany that reports that Cristiano Ronaldo will not join Borussia Dortmund, despite the move and being offered by George Mendes. So reports that George Mendes still offering Ronaldo around. He's offered him to Borussia Dortmund. Perhaps Dortmund won't be prepared to go for him because of the amount of money and also the transfer fee. Because United don't want to sell him for nothing. We're going to have to pay money for Cristiano, but then his wages on top and just the size of the deal. It is a big deal for any football club. So, yeah, I mean, I still don't know why a lot of football clubs don't want Ronaldo. I think he's still the mutt's nuts and one of the best goal scorers in the world. So I don't really understand why nobody wants him. Maybe there's the wages, which is a big problem, and his age is obviously an off-putting thing. But for somebody who is 37, I mean, he performs like somebody who's a lot younger and he's physically fit most of the time. So, I don't know, but anyway, maybe no Dortmund deal. Hopefully no Dortmund deal, guys. We'll ask the live chat. We do this every few days. Where do you see Cristiano Ronaldo ending up come the end of the transfer window? We've got a couple of weeks to go until the close of the window, folks. Where do you think Ronaldo is playing his football after the close of the window? Get your thoughts and opinions in. I still think Manchester United, I think we'll keep him. We need to. We'd be stupid not to, really. If we let a player of that caliber go, we're melts. United says Brady Smith. Because he's 38 this season, true IQ insane, but he's just such a commercially viable beast as well. In the short term, you stand to make a good bit of money, you get a lot of interest in your product, and also, he's still good enough. Just because he's 38 this season doesn't mean he's not good enough. He's still good enough, and he's still fit enough to play regularly. Hello, Sailor. Agrippa Chin Harris says, De Jong, pig. De Jong, De Jong. De Schlong. Frankie De Schlong. I'm done with this deal, man. I don't want to talk about Frankie De Jong because it's just, it may still happen. I mean, look, imagine a reality where we signed Casemiro and Frankie de Schlong. It would be the best thing ever. We'd have two absolute baller world-class midfielders that would change our midfield overnight from being a gash up to really one of the top ones in the league. So, hey, look, we can dream, but do I think Man United are going to spend 60 million on Casemiro and then another 85 on De Jong and pay all the wages and stuff? I don't actually. But you never know. I suppose it could happen. United, yes, United. Chelsea, says Robin. Ronaldo's going to stay, says Prakash. He may move out in January. He will stay, says Mercato. Us, says RJ. He won't go anywhere, says Brady. You think he'll stay, says Sean Jones. Back to America, says Lucky Singh. Nowhere, says Gerard. United, says Wiggy. West Brom, says Ulf. West Brom. United, says Duncan Belifo. David Lindsay and Mick Weaver. Thank you guys for hitting that subscribe button. Nice one, guys. Appreciate you hitting the subscribe. If you guys are new, do what Mick and David have done there by smashing that subscribe button on it. You know it makes sense. We're on here every day giving you all the latest United news in a no bullshit, no clickbait way. So have your say by getting involved. Smash the subscribe. Get yourself in the chat and say hello. Rushy says we got 264 likes as well on our way to 300, baby. There are reports United want 5 signings as now 786. I mean, I take every single report like that with a pinch of salt. There's reports that we need we want 100 signings. We've been linked with 100 different players, plus 100 players this summer. And I'm not even joking there, by the way. There's actually somebody on Twitter who's keeping a running tally. I can't remember who it is now, but there's somebody on Twitter who's keeping a running tally of all the different media outlets, the top media outlets reported on Man United being linked with players, and it's well over 100 now. So I don't think we're going to sign them all, but you never know. I would love to see Man United have a big window. So we've signed 3 players so far: Malacia, Martinez, Eriksson. Good signings in their own right. They're not going to set the world alight, I don't think. Casemiro, on the other hand, is a sort of a game changer of a signing where he can just totally, hopefully, change the spine and the fortunes of our club and help significantly, because he's a classy player in a very important position that we need to strengthen in. But it would be so amazing if we could get another 3 or 4 players beyond that. Like, if Man United were prepared to invest like 200 million now, after what we've done, then fair play, we could be on for a decent season. There's still an Antony link. That's not going away. I mean, Fabrizio Romano reporting 12 hours ago that United plan to approach Ajax again for Antony before the end of the window. Deal considered more than difficult, as Ajax want to keep him, but Man United will try again. Cody Gakpo remains an easier option on the list, as Pulisic's loan depends on Todd Bowley. I personally don't think the Pulisic loan will happen. Don't see it. I mean, I'd take him, but Antony, definitely, I'll be interested in taking Antony. It's a lot of money. Ajax want 80 mil. But let's just say United did the unthinkable and went and gone and got Casemiro and De Jong and Antony. And maybe even a cheeky little right back as well. There's links with Thomas Meunier, there's links with Denzel Dumfries and various different players. Who knows? I mean, we can have an actual ambitious window. Barcelona are going out there, spending shitloads of cash, buying loads of top players, even though they're in debt, exercising economic levers in order to sign their players. So I'm not saying Man United should do that, but what I am saying is we should be capable of having a big, ambitious window this window and signing lots of players. So we can dream, but I don't think we're going to spend anywhere near that amount of money, but it would be amazing. Hey, Samir, thank you so much for becoming a member of the Baker Brigade. Get in there. Samir has become a member of the channel. Thank you, Samir. Everyone, let's just take a moment to thank Samir for becoming a member and supporting the channel. Get your favourite Bacon Brigade emoji in there to welcome Samir in. Thank you, bro, for supporting the channel, becoming a member. Get in there, my son. Thank you, Samir. Says, love your content, brother. Keep up. Thank you so much, mate. Really appreciate that, Samir. Thank you for the support, mate. Absolute legend. Let's go. Right, so, hang on a sec. Stand on a sec, guys. There's so many updates coming in here. So many updates. Also, another player linked with Manchester United is Morata. Apparently, United are sounding out with Morata. I hate the link. I'm not interested in that link, but let's hope it's not true. Okay, let's get on to some other stuff, folks, very quickly. So Ronaldo will not join Borussia Dortmund. That's not expected to be the case. And Antony's still on the agenda for Man United. Just some other transfer links. So Aaron Wan-Bissaka is apparently still being offered to Crystal Palace. Sporting Lisbon, keen to re-sign Cristiano Ronaldo still, but more likely on a free transfer. That's a report we've got here that suggests that most of the clubs, the Independent, are reporting that Sporting could be interested, but more likely on a free at the end of the season, or if Man United are prepared to basically let him go for nothing right now. So I don't see that happening right now. Why would Man United let him go for nothing? It doesn't make sense. So, yeah, Sporting, though, can probably just wait a year and sign him. But then again, you know what? If I was Sporting Lisbon, now's the time to bring Ronaldo to the club, because what a player he's still going to be for you for a couple of seasons. What a commercially successful signing, bringing him home. It just makes sense in so many different ways. Plus, you're actually getting him probably a little bit sooner than you should be getting him. If he's desperate to play Champions League football, Sporting Lisbon can offer him that. I mean, it's not, it's not guaranteed they're going to get out far in it, but they can offer him that. And Cristiano Ronaldo's obviously that's where he came from. So it's very much a club close to his heart. They would get him a bit earlier. Otherwise, he'd probably be going to somewhere else next summer. Like next summer, he's probably going to go to, I don't know, if he's a free, I would imagine there'd be a lot of teams that would be interested in tabling an offer. It's just the fact that he's contracted to United makes it tricky right now. But next summer, I would imagine there would be a good few offers for Ronaldo for a free. But certainly, Sporting Lisbon, they would have a lot more competition next summer than this summer. If this summer they were prepared to go and spend just 15, 20, 25 mil, they could get their man for the next couple of seasons. I strongly believe that. But Man United need convincing to sell. We're not just going to let him go for free. But that is a link. So, that is a link. Also, okay, we're going to get onto the Jim Ratcliffe stuff in a moment. But yeah, Wan-Bissaka still in contact with Palace, Man United still in contact with Palace in regards to Wan-Bissaka. Southampton are leading the race to sign James Garner at the moment, reportedly as well. Just still frustrates me that we're trying to sell this guy. it bugs me. In fact, he had a good season, playing 49 games across all tournaments for Nottingham Forest last season, scoring 4 goals, registering 6 assists. Okay, it's the Championship, but he's playing and he's got potential. Whereas we've got tried and tested guff at the football club, Scott McTominay, 5 years his senior, who is, in my opinion, even shitter. So I don't get it. I'm not going to dwell on that again, but it pisses me off. But yeah, Southampton apparently leading the chase for James Garner. I hope we keep him. I'd rather keep him and sell McTominay, guys. What do you think, guys? Who would you rather sell, Garner or McTominay? Let us know in the live chat. I think, yeah, McTominay's got to be the twat to go, really. I mean, he's progressed over the last few seasons in terms of his experience, but in terms of actual quality, he hasn't progressed at all. If anything, he's gone backwards and he's rubbish. Scooby-Doo says Brady Smith, Laggy? Exactly, mate. You know, who's next? That's right, mate. Scott McTominay, get him the fuck out, bro. You would sell Scott, he says, Ubukunola, good shout. McTominay says, yeah, McTominay. McAverage says Rushmano. Samir says McTominay. McTrash says Yishful. McShittany says RJ. Wow. Everyone's coming up with their own names. McBuzzcut says SM3. Oh, I call him McBummany because he does play like a bit of a bum. In all fairness, he really does. He's a bit of a bum for Man United standards, isn't he? Anyway, okay, right, guys, let's get into... Oh, yes, and the Anthony link, I've discussed that, yeah. So that's basically the overall transfer news right now. Man United still working on Casemiro, right, folks? That's looking like it could progress pretty quickly. We'll have to wait and see what goes on there. But Casemiro understood to be interested to join Man United because of the good, healthy offer that Man United have tabled for him. And also, Real Madrid understood to be in the market for selling him if the price is right because of his age. So it could progress, guys. We'll keep you up to date as soon as anything more comes out about that. And certainly in regards to all the latest goings-on at the football club. But in regards to Sir Jim Ratcliffe, let's get into this now. So reports are coming out that this guy wants to buy the football club. Jim Ratcliffe is not interested in being a bit part player owner. Manchester United, he wants full control of the club. We heard the quotes from his spokesman yesterday that said that he wants to maybe buy shares in the idea to one day fully own the football club and get those Glazer shithouses out. Glazer family have obviously been talking about possibility of selling the football club. So there is an understanding that Jim Ratcliffe is still very much interested in being the full owner of the football club, you know, majority holder of the football club. So initially, there was reports that he would be interested in buying a minority stake in the football club with a view for long-term ownership in a majority sense. But with what the amount of money that the Glazers stand to make, they are reportedly discussing the possibility of selling the football club fully. And Jim Ratcliffe and co are very much interested in buying the football club fully as well. So get in there, my son. Let's get those fucking hashtag Glazers out in the live chat. We don't know yet. It's their club. They own the football club. Hostile takeover would be sensational. Get these tosspots out. But at the moment, it is their football club, and legally they own it. And until there is a good offer table that they're prepared to accept, they are the owners of this football club still. But this is all the more reason and all the more important why Manchester United should, Manchester United fans should protest as loud as ever in regards to getting these Glazer tosspots out, because now's the time to increase the pressure. They may just be more likely to sell the football club if they're receiving a lot of negative press and it's affecting maybe some of their other businesses, some of their sponsorship abilities at Manchester United and their general revenue of the football club as well. The thing is, stock prices are going up, so they can just sell positions in stock, but doesn't that make them more likely to sell the football club if they can stand to make just a little bit more money, sell the football club, 4 or 5 billion. Okay, the amount of money that they get from that is not a total of the 4 or 5 billion, but whatever percentage they own of the football club, they'll get a percentage of that. They'll literally make billions from this deal. And if it's a $6 billion deal or somewhere around about there, then they're absolutely laughing all the way to bank. So I don't think there's much that stands in the way of the Glazers saying it, as long as there is an offer that's tabled. So the ball's in your court, Mr. Sir Jim Ratcliffe, really, in regards to tabling an offer. We hope that he does, at the very least, buy a minority stake in the football club, a big, hefty minority stake in the football club, in order to one day take over the Glazers stakes as well and become the majority owner. But there is still a possibility that this guy could just buy the football club from the Glazers outright. If there's enough money in the consortium put together, I mean, this guy's worth between 12 and 21 billion is what the reports say. So he's obviously got a lot of money, but consortium as well. I think there's Brailsford or somebody else and a couple other people maybe on board as well. We don't know the true inner details of what this bid would be at the moment, but it's understood that, well, Sir Jim Ratcliffe would be essentially the majority investor, but there could be some other investors on board as well. We know that, Michael Knighton's been speaking recently about the possibility of trying to get a consortium to buy Manchester United, etc. So there's different opinions, but right now it does look like Sir Jim Ratcliffe would be the most likely candidate to buy the Glazers out of this football club. So get in there. Can we get a hashtag welcome Jim and a hashtag Glazers out in the live chat? Really hope that this does progress and happen. But it does depend on a lot of things, and it could take a lot of time as well, because we know the Glazers like to milk as much as they can out of this football club. I think they should just cut their losses, guys. I really do, because they're hated at this football club. I mean, there's no other word for it. They're actually hated. People hate them. And rightfully so. Rightfully so, I'm not somebody who likes to spread hate. I'm not about hate speech and all that stuff. But in regards to the Glazers, they've bought our football club with debt money, languished us in debt for years, held us back, hindered us, stopped us progressing as a football club, invested poorly what they have invested, and got the wrong people in the wrong positions, making key decisions in this football club and driving us into the ground. Like, we hate them, guys. I hate them. Smash a 1 in the live chat if you hate the Glazers, guys. That's it. I mean, we love United, but we absolutely hate the Glazers, because the Glazers have wrecked this football club, guys. There's no other word for it. They've absolutely wrecked it. Let them go and buy another Super Bowl, says Big Red. Exactly. That's all they give a toss about, mate. Yeah, that's it. Absolutely rush Mano. Don't spam the same comments over and over. Batman Knight fan, Master Yoda, Steak Bake, Dubbing Games, Dash, Yisho. They all hate the Glazers. Absolutely. Yeah, that's it. Because of how poor they've been with this football club. It's like, look, we want owners that we're proud of. We want owners that we can celebrate with. I mean, Sir Jim Ratcliffe seems like a good, honest lad who's made good of himself, right? So he's from Lancashire, from humble beginnings. He's a self-made billionaire, right? So this guy is... he's more of a man of the people than the Glazer shithouses could ever be. Reports I know is at the 99 Cup final, in the new camp and all this sort of stuff in the stands with the fans. He's a big fan of Man United, apparently. So he's got a lot more affinity with this football club and the fan base than the Glazer shithouses could ever have. Now, I'm not saying he'd be the perfect owner, because we don't know yet. It depends what they do. Is he prepared to fully invest in the team, fully invest in all the facilities and the stadium and everything that Man United needs to be in order to be a top club again? I hope so, but time will tell on that one. But it's very unlikely that Manchester United would be in a worse position with an owner like that, who seems to be a genuine football fan, genuine Man United fan, genuine, just a football guy. He obviously already owns a football club, doesn't he? 2 football clubs. So he's definitely a football man. That's much better for me. I'm interested in that rather than some wanky fucking financier, tosspots or whatever it is, who just want to bleed the money dry of this football club. They need to be go so we can get Jim Ratcliffe in, who seems like he would oversee a positive change at United and look to bring back the glory days at Manchester United. It won't happen overnight, but certainly if we've got somebody who's got the right mentality. I'd just love to have an owner in place who I think, yeah, you know what, no owner's perfect, but as far as this one goes, they're trying. They're good. They're trying. You can't expect to win everything every single season, guys. That's not the reality of the situation. But as long as you're trying your absolute hardest to do that, that's all I want. And running this football club properly and not scrimping and saving in the wrong areas and not taking out money from this football club all the time. As long as that didn't happen, then I think we'd all be fine. We get you, Piggy's a beautiful human being. Well, you know what, the Hoop Man. I don't know too much about him, right? I honestly don't know too much about him other than just reading up reports and things like that. But he's already sort of outlined how he would run the football club. So on Wednesday, a spokesman for Ratcliffe confirmed his interest in buying his boyhood club. The spokesman told the Times, if the club is for sale, Jim is definitely a potential buyer. If something like that was possible, we would be interested in talking with a view to a long-term ownership. This is not about the money that has been spent or not spent. Jim is looking at what can be done now and knowing how important the club is to the city, it feels like the time is right for a reset. So it seems like they're approaching this with a good positive mentality for the reasons to take over as well. And Ratcliffe was previously quoted as saying things like, it's obviously a lot of interest in sort of what he's going to do with the football club. And he was previously asked about Chelsea when he was making the football club. He said no when he had an offer for the football club previously, by the way. But he said, no, we're not interested in making money out of Chelsea. Can we run that club really, really well and turn it into one of the finest clubs in Europe? That's our ambition with Chelsea. We make a lot of money in chemicals. We don't need to make money out of Chelsea. We don't think of it as financial asset. Now that is the sort of language that I fucking love, my friends, because that's how it should be. This guy's a super rich mother chuffer. This should be like his plaything in order to try and win everything and bring back the glory days to Manchester United. Sounds great to me. He said, no, we're not interested in making money out of Chelsea. This is when, obviously, before Todd Bowley's bought it, these guys were late to the scene with an offer. And so he's previously tried to buy Chelsea anyway. But no, he said, no, we're not interested in making money out of Chelsea. Can we run that club really, really well and turn it into one of the finest clubs in Europe? That's our ambition with Chelsea. And that is what his ambition with Man United will be as well. So seems like it's not really, we're going to try and get all this money out of the football club and milk the club dry like the Glazers do. Seems like the opposite. He says we make lots of money in chemicals. We don't need to make money out of Chelsea. And you can apply that to Manchester United. So I think it's a perfect sort of an owner for us right now. Plus, you know what? He's got a nice face, doesn't he? He's got a kind face, guys. He's got a kind face. Now, you can't judge a book by its cover. Maybe he's an evil tycoon sort of man. Who knows? But on the face of it, he seems like a nice guy. And I know that's not the most important thing when you've got an owner of a football club, but compared to the Glazer shithouse leechers, this guy seems like an absolute spot on lad, doesn't he? So I really like him. I really like him anyway. So let's get in there. Hopefully we see him take over the football club. Nice to see you, nice Jim, says Big Red. Absolutely. Terry's a Chelsea fan related to John. Terry says SM3. Yeah, Liam Terry's a Chelsea fan. Oh, no. How unfortunate for you, sir. Troy Manser says, I think Pig is falling in love. Hey, Troy, thanks for the super chat, bro. Let's get us in there for Troy Manser. Thank you, Troy. Well, it's getting there. I mean, we'll see. I'm loving all the words that I'm hearing. I'm loving all the possibilities of him taking over because the Glazers have been so bad for us. And this guy's saying all the right things. Matty Gwinnett, thanks for the super chat, buddy. Says, Pig, what's this news that Erik ten Hag could ask to leave, says Matty Gwinnett. I mean, I think it's speculation about how poorly the club has done in the transfer window and how bad the start has been, to rather than tarnish his reputation and not start the campaign properly. There's reports out there that maybe Ten Hag will be prepared to walk. I think it's bollocks, guys. I think, come on, he's getting paid a shitload of cash. He might as well just bin it off and do an absolute melt job in 2 months and purposefully get sacked. You know what I mean? And go with his whole money. Look, fair play to him. If he was, what a statement that would be. I would actually commend Ten Hag. I want Ten Hag to be the manager, though. He's not had a chance yet, guys. But if he was to walk from Manchester United right now and did an interview or something saying, look, the Glazers, the owners, the board, they won't give me what I needed. I'm sorry to say, I needed the tools to do the job there at United. You can see by the start we've had. It's not going to happen. I mean, it would bring so much press and so much media coverage on how bad United are, and it would just further highlight how terrible it is at the football club and how bad it's run. But I don't see him doing that, guys. I don't see him doing that. He's determined. He knows he's got a great opportunity here at Manchester United, regardless of the owners. Like, he's just come in. It's not going to be easy overnight. He's got to get this team sorted out. He's got to get rid of some of the shit, and he's got to sign new players, and also he's got to work with the youth and work with the current players he's got to make them better also. And I never thought we were going to turn into a great football inside overnight. It was always going to take time. So, you know, nothing's really changed for Ten Hag. I don't buy Ten Hag going at his own will at all. I think he'll be here until either he's sacked or hopefully he's here until he signs a new contract, you know. But I certainly think Ten Hag won't be walking away anytime soon. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so Malps, how you doing anyway? You absolute bloody legend. The Hoop Man, Ancelotti says, should join Casemiro at Man United, says Anor. There you go, exactly. Pig the Glazers are looking to be shift blamers, drop the poo on anybody but themselves. They will poo all over Ten Hag, says Jim Hawkins. Oh, definitely. Yeah, oh, yeah. They've scapegoated many a manager at Manchester United. In hindsight, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer did a fantastic job. Didn't take them really that long to sack him off and blame it all on Ole, though, did it? King Jar says, how do I become a mod? Basically by never asking for mod and just by being here and being, being here and being like, regular and, just supporting the show, man. Just supporting the show, absolutely. And helping spread the word. People retweet it, etc. More in line for becoming a mod and stuff like that. But you know what? We've got plenty of mods right now. We will add more mods as we go. But it's actually annoying being a mod. Just enjoy the show, mate. Just enjoy the show, bro. Okay. Yeah, Jimmy Ratcliffe. Absolutely fire up. Let's go. You have to take Piggy for a romantic dinner first, says Thugger. Matthew Smith says, Piggy, how do we gift membership? I don't actually know, but I think you have to do it on a computer and then click the $sign. I don't think it works on your phone. So, no, I think you can join as a member on your phone, but you can't gift a membership on your phone. I think it has to be on a computer. I don't know why that is, but yeah. Okay, we've got some more reports on Casemiro here, folks. Let me just cover before I get into that, actually, let me just finish this information on Sir Jim Ratcliffe. So apparently he's not interested in sort of really being a bit part owner. He wants to own the whole football club and own the whole shebang. So that's the idea, is that hopefully one day soon he will be able to oust the Glazers from the football club and we can complete a takeover of the football club and we can have this new guy as our majority shareholder and owner. So that would be sensational. Also, a statement by Must calls for right owner if the club is sold. It says they have to be willing to invest to restore United to former glories. Must be real new money spent on the playing side plus stadium. Absolutely real new money. So investment into the football club. That's what we all want. So yeah, it's okay to buy the football club. But I mean, look, if Mike Ashley offered to buy the football club tomorrow, he can fuck off. You know what I mean? Even if he's paying $6 billion for it, because he's probably not going to do the right thing by the club. I mean, he might keep financially stable. In some ways, he's stabilised Newcastle and stuff. However, the ambition to do really good things was just not there. So we don't want that. What we want is a new owner to come in and invest in this football club heavily and try and win things for us. So it would be great. Butterpants says Musk is a PR genius. Hey, maybe his tweet actually helped a little bit with bringing this information forward a little bit in the mind of people who are interested in actually buying it. So he thought, crikey, it's hot topic, we better get in there and table an offer. Thank you, Ms. Fighter. He says, just enjoy the show. Absolutely, guys. If you're new to the show, smash that like button on it. How many likes we got on the show now? 347. Get in. We're only 3 away from 350, guys. Hit that thumbs up button. Help us get to 400 likes during this show. Crikey, we've been on here an hour and 12 minutes already. You what? Time flies when you're having fun with the Bacon Brigade, guys. I thought we were on about 3/4 of an hour there. So let me just get into this then. I'm fanning on and waffling here, guys. Let me get on to the news, the rest of the news. So, yes, Sir Jim Ratcliffe, brilliant. He's a Monaco-based British billionaire, chemical engineer turned financier and industrialist. Ratcliffe's the chairman and chief executive officer, CEO of the Ineos Chemicals Group, which he founded in '98, and of which he still owns 2/3, and which has been estimated to have a turnover of $15 billion in 2019. He does not have a high public profile and been described by the Sunday Times as publicity shy. As of May 2018, he's the richest person in the UK with a net worth of £21 billion. As of April 2020, Bloomberg Billionaires Index estimated his net worth at $28 billion. He's the 55th richest person in the world and the second in the UK as per Bloomberg's report. So, it's pretty awesome, really. And he's a self-made sort of guy. He started his career at Exxon Chemicals, where he completed his MBA at the London Business School. He moved to Courtaulds in '92, led the successful buyout of the Inspec Group. He left in '98 to acquire Ineos PLC from Inspec and has been chairman of them ever since. So he's essentially, a Lancashire lad done super good, mate. One of the richest guys in the UK, and has a company with a ridiculous profits every single year. So this is brilliant. And like he said, he doesn't need Man United to make money for him. Or actually he said this about Chelsea, but the same applies. His chemical company makes him money. So that's what I love. Matthew Smith, thank you for the super chat here, Matthew. He comments, hit the like button and show the piggy some love. Matty Smith, thank you so much for that, you absolute legend. Let's go. I appreciate you a lot, my man. Thank you very, very much indeed. Let's get a love heart in there for Matthew Smith. His first job when he owns United is to buy Slabby out of his contract, says the Hoop Man. Love it. Random thing says you can't see any flying pigs. You what? Okay, I've got a couple of other things to cover, guys, and then we're going to get into the Q&A very quickly here. Actually, I think that's pretty much it think that's pretty much it. I'll give a quick rundown of what we've discussed. So the Casemiro deal is progressing very much the case. Man United are focusing on them. The discussions and negotiations are advancing with Real Madrid. We're understood to have tabled an offer of wages and terms to Casemiro, which has tempted him because it's significantly more than what those guys are offering him, paying him right now. And reports suggest that Casemiro has decided to join Man United because of the huge amount of money that Man United are offering. Some are in a region of 357,000 euros a week. Imagine if you're getting 350 quid a week. No, 357,000 euros a week, which is about £300,000. So that's the amount of money roughly that is being speculated about at the moment. We don't know for sure, but that's a lot more than what he's being paid over there, which reports say somewhere between 220, 250 1,000 euros a week was what he's being paid there, which is, less than £200,000 a week. So he stands to make nearly double what he could be making at Real Madrid by going to United, which is a big reason why he wants to come. And of course, it's a new challenge, but look, money talks and bullshit walks, and he can make a payday by coming to Manchester United. That's the reality. United stand to get a very good player in return. It's thought that Casemiro has given positive indications of his desire to join United, who are willing to make the 30-year-old one of their top earners. This is via David Ornstein. So, looks pretty serious. Looks like things are progressing nicely. There's no deal at all with Ronaldo and Dortmund. That's not possible. We're still working on Anthony before the end of the window. Deal considered more than difficult, though, as Ajax want a lot of money. And, of course, Jim Ratcliffe reported to be interested in buying the whole football club from the Glazers shithouses as well, guys. So there it is. Let's get into the live chat then and see what you legends got to say for yourselves. In the chat, do get your thoughts and opinions in. Everybody's welcome to have your say here, as long as you're not a complete Tim the Toolbag Taylor. But if you're not, get your thoughts and opinions in, have your say, and also drop a like on this video and help us get to 400 likes on the show, guys. We're only 24 away. But let's get into the chat and read a whole bunch of comments out. Who's doing the negotiations? Fletcher, says Sim. Thank you, King Jar. It's a great show, Pig. Later, everyone. Hey, have a great day there, King Jar. Appreciate you watching, my man. Yeah, random thing says McFred is so bad that McDonald's wouldn't even sell them with fries. Have a great day there, King Jar. What about the Jimmy Murphy statue, says Vincent Bullock. Yeah, that's interesting, Vincent Bullock. To be fair, I had a quick look at it earlier, mate. I didn't have time to watch the video, Vincent. So you're going to have to forgive me, bud. I know you sent me a message saying, have I watched it? And the answer is no. But I will watch it, mate. Sorry, I haven't been up that long today, mate. Lucky Singh says, yes. Pigarello Times says, playlist account. Get Ratty in, says Marco. Sir Anthony confirms, says Mohammed Rias. Watching from Bangladesh. Nice one, THV. Great to see you in here from Bangladesh, lad. Where you all watching from? Love to hear where you're all watching from, guys. Glazers shithouses rolls off pig's tongue so naturally, says Kanchi. It really does. See you all Monday on the tollgate, Old Trafford 6:30 for the day of change. Go on, Big Red. Hashtag Glazers out, my man. Mark Egan says, we have the Hills of Eyes in charge. Says Mark Egan. Hey, Tacky. Hope we don't get spanked on Monday, says Joey Evans. Hang on, I've got to scroll to the bottom of the live chat, guys. I am behind. Okay. Canada, says Troy Mancy. Beautiful, mate. Jamaica, says Orain. Next by Cruz, says THV. Well, he's getting on a bit, but he's also a classy player. Hoopman says, Pig, why is Ronaldo waiting 2 weeks to tell or interview? Is he hoping to be gone before he does it so he doesn't face the backlash? That makes sense, doesn't it, Hoopman? Why would you wait 2 weeks to reveal all? Good call. Good point, mate. Is it just in case you do move? I think it is. Great comment you just made there, Hoopman. Didn't really think about that, but now you mention it. Makes a lot of sense. Why would he want to wait a couple of weeks to have an interview? Why would he want to wait a couple of weeks to release all the information about what's going on, really? You're right, mate. He's trying to get a move away. And if he doesn't get a move away, then he'll do an interview saying, no, I'm up for it. I think you're right, bud. Maybe Hoopman says Mikhail. Yes, Johnster8187 says empty Old Trafford. Watching from Ireland, season ticket holder. We need 6 players. Nice one, Hound Dog. I agree with you. 6 players. Spot on. Dubai says Omar. Wales says Welsh Hunter. Vancouver, Canada says Flex. Tampa Bay, Florida says Botterpants. North Carolina says Zach Groff. Sunny Bolton says SM. Next by Cruz says THV. Orain Miller says Jamaica. Lovely stuff. Holland says Cas Vandermeer. Real Madrid reject FC, says a playlist account. Truth be told, Manchester United 3, Liverpool 1, says THV. Well, we'll see about that one. I hope you're right, bud. Sim says Casemiro has said he's not joining if he has to sit next to Shaw, the bucket shoveler. Oh, Sim. Watching from Morocco, says Queen to the Stone Age Freak. Hey, welcome in, man. Thank you for watching from Morocco, dude. Ali Everin says, regardless, he will have to face the music. Watching from Brisbane, Australia. Nice one, Jim Watkins. The Sunshine Country. Beautiful lad. Hertfordshire, says Ali Evren. Maguire captain for Casemiro, says Ducky. Hey, definitely. What a great shout, mate. Take the armband off of Maguire. Give it to anybody else. David Duncan's in Glasgow. Get in there, my son. Are we buying Casemiro to keep Ronnie happy? Get the old crew back together? Maybe, Woody. Maybe. I know, maybe. But I don't know. I think we're buying him because we need a number 6. And we're literally shit in that area. Casemiro wants to join, says Vexo. Manchester says Great White. Random says, if Sir Jim Ratcliffe buys, will all the players drive Mercedes? Maybe, boss. Tafiso Mbata says South Africa, love it. Why are we selling a young player like Garner but loaning senior players? Don't know, Zach Groff. We should sell McTominay and keep Garner, shouldn't we? 6 billion, says Lucky Singh. Oh, nice one, Rushman. We've got another Casemiro update. What's this then? A report here that Man United are moving closer to signing Casemiro from Real Madrid and will then focus on a new forward and backup keeper, plus a right back if Aaron Wan-Bissaka rejoins Crystal Palace. Nice one. Thank you very much, bro. That's courtesy of Chris Wheeler. Thank you very much for that, Rushmano. Interesting. So, yep, Casemiro progressing. Mage General says, hey, Pig, what do you think of all United fan channels coming together, send a Glazer out message? I mean, look, if everybody wants to get involved, fine. If it's going to be like a it's going to be like a walk out of the stadium where only a couple of people involved, then what's the point? You know what I mean? But if it's everybody coming together, I think it's a good thing. Absolutely. Of course it is. If you can, everybody use their platforms to spread the word of Glazers out and unite to try and spread that word, fine. I mean, we can all do a great job of spreading the word of Glazers out on our own too, but certainly there'd be nothing wrong with all uniting to try and spread the word further. But I'm kind of like not bothered about it really. You know what I mean? Like if everybody is getting in on it, I'll get in on it. But that's it. There you go. Big Anthony News gone quiet again. Yeah, well, if we're going to go for Anthony, it's going to be at the end of the window, I think, bud. Why does Casemiro want to join a relegation battle, says the feel-good kid? For money, pretty much. Merciless is in Jamaica via the USA. Oh, nice. Lovely stuff. Zipig, late night FIFA, definitely Ricardo. If only Carlsberg did transfer, says Sim. Yeah, that's it. Do you see Terry Fluer's video, says Young Wizard? Yes, I did, mate. I commented on it. Absolutely, yeah, I did actually see it. Piggy, thoughts on Felix's Vexo? Casemiro is too expensive for what we're playing, says Jack Newman. Just about, yeah, he's a little bit too expensive, but sometimes you've got to get a premium to get your man in and sort the team out, don't you? Glazers out, says Tony Devil's Red Hodgson. Come on, my son. Casemiro won't save us. We need more quality, definitely and all, but he can definitely help plug a problem area for us, can't he? I don't know, Bird P, how he is. I don't know at all how he's captain at all, mate. We've got a little bit on Eric Bailly here. Manchester United report coming out that are now open to a loan move for Eric Bailly. Olympique Marseille have positioned themselves on this issue, apparently, and are interested in taking Bailly on a loan move with perhaps a deal to buy him down the road. K Cadet says, Piggy will be Glazers in if we sign Denzel Dumfries. Oh, K Cadet. John O'Duffy says, we could all go to Colombia to try and find Pablo's unfound minions. At least it's a start. All right, anyway, guys. Hey, Shane Oliver says, we need hard-working players. Absolutely, guys. Guys, I'm going to wrap this video up now because we're coming up to an hour and 22 minutes. It just feels wrong being on here this long. Actually, fuck it. I'll answer a couple more comments. Fuck it, guys. Let's read a couple more out. But smash that like because we're only 2 likes away from 400. Hey, have a good evening there, Robin. Thank you so much. What do you get when you play Martinez and Maguire? A mini fridge, says Random Thing. Germany, Colin, says Mark Nurse. Oh wow, really? Andreas Suteri, that's fucking awesome, mate. Says Pig, 200 of us are flying out from Cyprus on Monday with Glazers out banners, all fans unite. That's actually amazing, Andreas Suteri. Let's get a love art in there for Andreas Suteri, mate. That's fucking awesome, dude. Flex Felix is suddenly buying a bunch of Brazilians, Cunha, Casimiro, and Anthony. Pedro, hello, Pedro Sanchez. Steak Bakes says, lol. Thank you, Gungsha. Appreciate it, my mate. Pig will be Glazers in if they give him an original recipe Galaxy bar, says Andy Young. Stephen Howe, Casemiro and Ericsson definitely start 11. You can see how bad the midfield we have. Yeah, I agree, Stephen. I'm with you there, bud. Hey, we did it. We got 400 likes. Thank you, Young Wizard. I read all the chats, Sim. Yeah, thank you, bro. I try to anyway. Superstar says protest needs to be according to the plan. Shut down the game if possible. Great shout. Thank you for liking, Grail. Have a great day. Thank you, Grail. And Rushmano, Troy Manso, Raptor. Thank you, Steak Bake. We want Ratcliffe. We want Ratcliffe. Get in there, Tony. Thank you, Nas. Thank you, Hootman. Thank you, United Tactical Talk. Use Messi to replace Ronaldo? Nah, you're all right, mate. We've got one too many garden gnomes as it is. Johnston says, bring back Chamber. Take care, Cindy Collector. Thank you, Rush, Mano, Vexo, Andy Young, Joey, Random Thing, Aki Freaks, SM3. I'm going to finish it there, actually, guys. But thank you so much for tuning in. We smashed 400 likes. You're bloody awesome. Thank you, Saeed Yassin, as well. Thank you all for watching and getting your thoughts and opinions in here, guys. Dusseldorf, Germany, very nice. Thugger, Bad House, Butterpants, Zach Groff, Vincent Bullock, Mickey Kramer, Eyeball, Paul, Mage General, Johnster187, Troy Manser, Superstar, and everybody. Thank you so much for tuning into the show, guys. I really appreciate you. Come back after it's finished. Get your thoughts and opinions in the not live comment section about anything we discussed. Casemiro, Sir Jim Ratcliffe, Glazers out, etc. Come back and get your thoughts and opinions in. Make sure you smash a like on this video before you go and hit the subscribe so you can keep up to date with what's going on. There's a little bell icon as well. You need to click that if you want to get notifications. Also, follow us on social media at the top of the live chat on Twitter at Flying Pig United. Also, Instagram's Flying Pig United, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, TikTok. All of that stuff is Flying Pig United. So go and give us a follow up if you're on those, folks. Also, the website is unitedflyinghigh.com. So please do check out the website. Old Trafford should be empty. Let's hope so, Joey Evans. And spread the word of empty Old Trafford. Spread the word of Glazers out. And just keep hating on those Glazer shithouses, folks, because we need to convince them to leave this football club and hopefully sell it to Sir Jim Ratcliffe. Thank you, Big Dog, Hoopman, Matthew Smith, Chris Koo, Superstar, Troy, Sam, Jim, Mark, and all the rest of the legends. Thank you to the moderators like Rush Marno and Mickey Kramer and everyone who's got in here throughout the show, moderating the chat. Thank you to all the members in green for supporting the channel and being members, man. Thank you so much, honestly. Means the world to me. Thank you, guys. And everybody else as well who watches the channel and chats with me and banters and gets your thoughts in. Thanks for being a part of this community. That's the end of the show, guys. Have a great day. That's it from me. I'll catch you later with some more United news and FIFA late night tonight. Let's go. See you then. And remember, when the seagulls follow the trawler, as this is because they think sardines will be thrown into the sea. Thank you very much. Glazers out, Glazers out, Glazers out, Glazers out. Fuck off, Glazers, fuck off, Glazers, fuck off, Glazers, fuck off, Glazers. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day. Much love.